Hello ladies and gents, Jack here and welcome to episode 5 of the Battlefield Hardline Academy. We're halfway through the series now and I hope that everything you've seen so far has been useful and helped you to improve your game. In today's episode we're starting off by looking at Tripmines. There's a few tricks you can use to maximise their effectiveness. Before we get into the good stuff, did you know that you can actually take out vehicles with these babies as well as players? I like to place 2 of them down in common routes for cars to take. The middle of the road is obviously a great proposition, especially on Hotwire mode or on the outside ring of maps like Dust Bowl and Everglades. Stick a couple of trip mines down and watch as cars full of bad guys explode without even knowing what hit them. As for effective trip mine placement against players, try to keep the trip mine out of line of sight as much as possible. Really think about where you're placing it. The red laser of an enemy trip mine is incredibly easy to spot, and if you see it early, you've got plenty of time to react to it, disarm it, and surprise whatever enemy put it there. Here are some great spots for trip mines. On the inside of doors,
placing the charge!
Underneath levels that a player is likely to walk over as they drop down but not check. On the corner of stairs.
Charge planted! Suspect.
Basically always aim to keep the trip mine out of centre eye level, so you want to look at putting it in little nooks and crannies above and below the line of sight. Out of sight, out of mind, and you'll be racking up kills in no time at all. A lot of people think that the professional class in Hardline is underpowered apart from the sniper rifles. It doesn't really have much going for it. But there are a couple of gadgets that make the professional stand out. First, let's take a look at the Decoy gadget, and this is a small deployable box that when placed on the ground creates fake contacts on the enemy's minimap that actually move around, and also fake weapon sounds that everyone can hear. This is a great device for confusing your enemies and misleading them. You can make them think that there's actually more people around the corner than there is. But more fun than that, you can entice them to rush your position whilst you flank around the other side and knife them in the back for an easy kill. Another sweet gadget that the professional class gets is stealth training. And whilst this isn't something you can equip, it will have a nice effect on your character. With stealth training equipped, your footstep sounds will be almost silent. Here's a quick comparison. Stealth training off. Stealth training on. It's quite a big difference, and also actions like opening doors will be significantly quieter. But whilst this won't make much of a difference on big 64 player conquest large maps, on close quarters game modes like rescue and heist, it can save your ass and allow you to move around without making too much of an audio footprint. Next up, we're taking a look at optimization for the PC version of the game. Check out these 2 quick clips for a comparison.
Men, recover the money from that vault!
Way more clearer in the second one, right? Well, if you want to go super MLG tryhard and don't care about graphics, this is going to help you out a lot. These are the settings I use when I want to ensure I've got the absolute best frame rate, visibility and performance. In the gameplay tab, make sure that the high frequency network updates are turned on. In the video tab, set your resolution to the native resolution of your monitor, in my case 1920 by 1080. I've got my brightness on 80% to ensure that I can see players in dark areas. VSync is turned off to reduce input lag. Field of view is set to 90. This is a classic setting that gives a great balance of accuracy and vision. Motion blur and weapon depth of field are set to off. On the right hand side, graphics quality is set to custom and every setting there is on low or off apart from mesh quality, which is set to ultra. Having mesh quality on ultra allows you to see enemies from further away, which is really helpful on big maps, especially when you're in a helicopter or sniping. In the advanced gameplay options, the defaults are pretty good, but I do set my minimap to 175% to increase the size of it and make it easier for me to quickly look at it and to ascertain known enemy locations. And that's all we've got for this week's episode, guys. Try those settings and hopefully you'll have a better time on the battlefield. Thanks for watching as always, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.